Hey guys, it's Andrew here with Better Options. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a little bit different format of video, type of video that I normally shoot, but I just got done with my workout and I'm just getting ready to get started with my day, and I've been thinking about this topic, and I think it's a topic that, even though it's a little bit off the beaten path, it certainly is relevant to the content that I put out there. And the topic that I'm talking about today, which you probably already know because you saw the title of the video, but it's Elon Musk and Tesla and what's going on with the company and what's going on with Elon Musk. We'll just give you a little bit of background. I have been, for a very long time, a huge fanboy of Tesla. I've been a huge fanboy of EVs in general. It all started with a documentary that I watched. It was probably back around 2011. It's a documentary called Who Killed the Electric Car, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. At that time, I really got turned on to EVs. I thought, man, this is cool. You can drive a vehicle where you don't have to stop at a gas station. You have so much less maintenance on the vehicle. The cost to fuel the vehicle is much lower. And there were just so many benefits to the vehicle that it really got me turned on to it, wanted to experience that. Once I became aware of Tesla and Elon Musk and what they were doing, I really got turned on to that. I wanted a Tesla for many years, and of course during this time I had a family and responsibilities that I just couldn't justify the cost of a Tesla. But I kept watching their progression, and I was really fascinated by it. And it was probably around 2018, 2019 that I started buying Tesla stock. I actually bought my first Tesla in 2017, and I bought my first Tesla prior to buying stock because I wanted to experience the product first. I wanted to experience what they called, I forget what they called it at the time, but they had full self-driving at that time, which was obviously much more primitive than what it is today. I guess I was a bit of an early adopter. And like I said, it was around 2018, 2019 that I started buying shares. It was probably about 6 months to a year before it started taking off and started going through stock splits, and I was able to accumulate quite a bit of wealth from that. I have a number of shares that I own, and I've been watching their progress very closely on the full self-driving, on the release of the Cybertruck, on the release of the Semi, and everything that they're doing. There's been some things that I've been disappointed in, but at the end of the day, I know I've been taking probably a little bit too much of a risk by holding so many shares of Tesla, which is my biggest holding in my portfolio, and it's made me nervous. And so that's why I thought it would be good to talk about my thoughts about the stock, my thoughts about Elon, and my views on it. Now, keep in mind, this is not advice. I'm not telling you to buy or sell shares. This is just my personal opinion. I know that some of you may disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine, and actually I encourage that. I'd love to see your discussion. I'd love to see your thoughts. I'd love to see what you think if you'd like to share in the comments. But at the end of the day, I had to come to the conclusion to sell at least a portion of my Tesla stock. And this is the first time since I started accumulating stock that I've sold as many shares as I have. I actually decided to sell 2/3 of the number of shares that I own in Tesla. I'm not bailing 100%. I still have a very optimistic view in the Tesla bot, in the AI work that they're doing, and I am still optimistic in their long-term projections. But for the short term, I'm concerned. And the reason I'm concerned is my opinion. I think Elon's going off the rails. I think he believes things that aren't true. I think he believes things that I don't believe. And I'm sorry, guys, if you're a Trumper, I'm not. I do not like Trump. I know that he has lied again and again and again, and I don't think that his intent is good. I think he has a malicious intent. And I hate to see Elon tied up in that. I don't agree with what Elon's doing right now with Doge. I do agree that there's a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse in the United States government. I do agree that a lot of that needs to be cut out, but the way they're going about it right now, I do not agree with whatsoever. I think there needs to be a lot more transparency. I think there needs to be a lot more communication with the general public as to what's going on. And no matter what his intent is, and I don't know what his intent is, his intent may be completely wholesome and genuine and good, and his intent may be totally opposite of that. It could be completely malicious. It could be very self-centered. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think we're going to know for some time. I know everybody has their theories about it, but nobody knows really right now other than me, Elon Musk and Trump, probably. But the reality right now is a lot of people are very scared, they're very uncertain, and they don't know what's going on. And that's just not how you do things. If you're working for the public, then you do everything that you can to put the general public at ease. And he's not doing that. So regardless of what his overall intent is, I don't agree with how he's going about it. And then I'm seeing more and more stories about him getting involved or supporting neo-Nazi groups. And I'm sorry, but I just do not get that at all. So now I will say that it may surprise you to find out that I'm not a hardcore capitalist. Now let me explain what I mean by that. It's not that I don't believe in capitalism. I definitely do believe in capitalism, but not to an extreme. Just like everything in life, you got to take everything in moderation, and the same with capitalism. And if you have too much capitalism, that causes problems. And I think that's the root of a lot of problems in the U.S. today. And I suspect, strongly suspect, that it's the root of the problem of what's going on with Elon Musk. No matter what people want to say about him, there's people that have their opinions. Like I said, some people think he's brilliant, think he's a genius. Other people think he's a total idiot. And it's really fascinating to see that there could be such a broad difference in opinion about Elon Musk. But what I believe is that he is very, very smart, probably a genius, maybe one of the smartest people that has ever lived. But I think he's been infected. I think his brain has been infected. And I think that infection is capitalism. We've seen it in all different kinds of scenarios. For example, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and we had at one point a great wide receiver by the name of Antonio Brown, who was very talented, very athletic, probably one of the best wide receivers of all time, until he went off the deep end. And I think that's the same issue, the same type of thing that's going on with Elon Musk. It's great to be very talented. It's great to be very smart. But there are drawbacks with being too talented and too smart. And what happens is that starts infecting your brain, thinking that you're better than everybody else, you're smarter than everybody else, you're more entitled than everybody else. And unfortunately, I think that's what's going on with Elon Musk right now. And so at the end of the day, it's my assessment that I think the risk is not worth the reward. I think the risk is very high right now. The public opinion on Elon Musk is probably at an all-time low. I think it's getting worse. And I don't know how this is going to play out. It's going to be very interesting to watch. But what I can tell you is now that I've sold 2/3 of my position in Tesla, I kind of feel like a huge weight is taken off my shoulders, because that money or value that was tied up in Tesla that, you know, if it tanked would just vanish and go away, is now safe. It's in cash. But I am going to redeploy it and reinvest it, which will make it not as safe. But I do feel a lot better. I'm a very principled person. I have values, and as everybody should, but I am very intent on staying true to my values because I know that's what makes me feel secure, makes me feel calm, and gives me peace of mind. So when I was holding all of that Tesla stock and with everything going on, I was having a hard time having that peace of mind because I was not in line with my values. So at this point, I still hold some Tesla. I'm okay with that, but I've sold a big position and I feel a lot better. We'll see what the future holds. We'll see how things go. I'd love to know what you think. What's going on with Elon? Is he a hero or is he a villain? Is his intent good or is it evil? And if it's good, is he going about it the right way? What do you think? Put your comments down below. Let's start some discussion. I'd love to hear what you think. And until my next video, which should be coming out pretty soon, I hope you're doing well. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out my portfolio performance updates. And if you'd like to learn more about options, if you're just getting started with options, check out my demystifying options video, which will get you started. As I say in pretty much all of my videos, I am very confident that it is the best way to generate better than average returns and income. And I'd like to share my knowledge with everybody. So that's it for today. Hope you're doing well, and I look forward to bringing you more better options. Bye-bye.